Hello and welcome to a new Sunday Funday game, Stories, the Path of Destinies. This is a multi-route explorational action game. Let's see how well I do. We're gonna start a new game. Start a new game will erase your existing progress. Are you sure you want to continue? Yeah.
Once upon a time, the infamous rover Reynardo plundered the floating isles. Then his mother called him to her deathbed.
Uh-oh.
Swear to me that you won't die on the gallows, she rasped. Reluctantly, he swore. And he whiled away his days at home with music, cards, and wine. But the Emperor had changed. He'd been good once, a shy, almost humble toad. He'd built universities.
That's nice.
Then people started whispering about mass graves in the woods, midnight rituals, victims screaming. The Imperial Ravens would round up entire villages, and no one ever returned. The Ravens had come to Ubar scouting for ancient books said to be of great power. But the librarians had hidden the books, so they'd burnt the librarians.
Eep.
The citizens, outraged, had driven them off.
Good.
The Ravens had come back with dropships. The kid had fled with one of those books. He was brave and dumb and wanted to join the rebellion. Reynardo had promised his mother he'd protect him. The kid was looking down, watching his city burn. Sorry, kid, Reynardo told the kid. Look, if we give them the book, they'll leave you alone. My mother died for this book! I promised her I'd protect you. Oh, damn it. The kid had run off. With the book, of course. So Reynardo had to run after him.
Of course. Protect Peter. Got 100 hit points, and I got a straight sword.
The two ravens were staring at the kid like he was their dinner, which probably was what was in their tiny brains. Hey, Reynardo said. They cocked their heads at him. Pick on someone as ugly as you. Wait, that didn't come out right.
Uh-oh.
For the Emperor! The ravens cawed and rushed at him.
More of them. I'm about to attack. Counter. Will I be able to do that? Probably not. Don't expect that too often.
A dropship flew overhead. He hoped they hadn't noticed him. The kid.
Uh-oh. Hold X to grab, L to aim, and release to throw.
Oh, right. The Gate of Heroes. Someone's idea of a joke, making the Skyship docks a gated community. You needed a hero's sword to open it. And the kid was on the other side of the gate.
Of course.
Who let you through?
Yeah.
Promise me you'll take the book to the rebels. Or I'm gonna steal your ship. I'm not taking that damn book anywhere. And neither are you. Try and stop me. laughed the kid. I bet you don't even have a hero sword. And with that, the kid hopped away. Had to hand it to the kid. He was an idiot, but he had guts. Where was Reynardo going to get a hero sword? Ore and wind essence? That sounds about right. I'll need a workshop, though. Perfect.
Sword crafting. This sword crafting menu. Here you can craft and upgrade powerful magical swords. Gather the required materials from the chests scattered throughout the Borealis. Selected sword's current level and special power. None. Selected sword's special power at the next level. Look badass. Resources need to upgrade the selected sword. 3 ore. You have enough resources. Craft your first sword now.
A hero sword. QED.
We just need 30 more ore. Also allows one to heal themselves. Void Blade. Firestorm. Winterthorn. Kind of prefer the look of the
This
entry
is what he got
sword.
for settling down and finding people to care about. The kid's mum had been a swell cook, and she'd laughed at Reynardo's jokes, even when he didn't know he'd made one.
Oh.
And the ravens had come to burn her.
Oh.
And she'd made him promise to protect the kid. But she never told him where the book was. Just the kid.
Unfortunately, no tails. Makes me sad.
He came up to a ledge. It was too far to jump. There'd been a bridge here before, hadn't there? And there was Peter, giggling at him. How'd you get across? He asked the kid. Where'd you find a hook? I hopped, said the kid. Wise-ass kid. Hey, look out behind you. Cute, said Reynardo. Oh, ravens.
Ow.
It was time to talk some sense into the kid. Just hook his way across the ledge and chase the kid down. Thing was, he hadn't used his hook since he'd retired. How had he done it? Maybe if he meditated at that altar there, he'd remember his old skills.
Alright. Every time you gain a level, you also gain skill points. Spend your skill points at altars scattered throughout Boreas to gain new powerful abilities or upgrade existing ones. 4 tiers of skills, the more truths you discover, the more tiers you unlock. Here you can find the description of each skill and unlock requirements. You have a skill point to spend. Go and buy the hookshot skill. Health. Speed, also good.
It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot, like how to freeze time when attacking.
What?
The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
Hooking enemies consumes stamina.
And there was the Farfarer. She was the fastest ship he'd ever known. She could do the Kestra run in 12 furlongs. The salesman told him. And something told him the kid was about to walk into an ambush.
Uh-oh.
"Stop!" he shouted. "I'm not giving you the book!" shouted the kid, and took off. "No! Peter!" But the kid ran for it, and a goggler nailed him with its ivy.
Uh-oh.
The book was unburned. Next to it were the buckles from the kid's shoes, and a kid-sized pile of ashes. Damn
Uh-oh.
it. Why hadn't he lied and told the kid he'd take the book to the rebels? The kid would be alive now. Really pissed off and betrayed, but alive. Oh, damn it. Reynardo picked up the book. He couldn't let the Empire have it now. He was going to have to get it out of there. He'd be a wanted man. Probably have to join the rebellion just to have a place to dock.
Yeah.
Well, he'd hated home life anyway.
Poor kid. Yay, destructible things. Stuff. You know, most games don't start off with dead children, but he was kind of annoying.
What was the big deal about this book anyway? Maybe he should open it and find out.
Yeah.
All that had been years ago. How many? The war was a blur, and now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him. "Where are you running, rebel?" cawed the Raven captain over the loud hailer. Reynardo could see them cranking up their catapults.
Uh-oh.
"Just going out for milk?" Reynardo yelled back. "Where can you run?" laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job.
Yeah.
"Take us to the rebel base, and we'll spare your life!" it cawed. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven, a sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time, unless Reynardo could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Reynardo had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper, the legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle.
Maybe.
On the other hand, his old friend Lupino had sent Reynardo a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Reynardo could only rescue him. Reynardo dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lupino or the Sky Ripper.
Can't make new old friends. Rebellion, it's out of time, and already need a game changer. You know, Lupino wasn't what anyone would consider a game changer. He could come up with some harebrained schemes. Maybe rescuing him would be worth it. Ancient artifact that defeated the lost gods would indeed be a game changer that was split into too many pieces years ago, or 2 pieces many years ago. Reynardo could rebuild it by first getting its armature. People over things.
Ah, Lupino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lupino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time.
Yeah.
The Ravens had figured out that Lupino was a rebel spy.
Uh-oh.
If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse. Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the ravens?
Maybe.
Reynardo's blood was up. He just needed to smash something.
Absolutely. Okay, so there are anthropomorphic birds and non-anthropomorphic birds.
People were frightened these days.
Yeah.
Just 2 weeks past, Reynardo had sneaked through an empty town and listened to the ravens caw about the Emperor's new taste in ritual sacrifice.
Yeep.
He wasn't that good. Yet.
Can't we just agree to disagree? Said Reynardo. No?
Ow.
Ravens were landing everywhere. The advance guard.
Acceptable.
He'd better get moving. If they got to Lapino first, they'd eat him for breakfast. Or a snack. Ravens weren't picky. If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners.
Uh-oh.
Even top spies like Lapino. Where had the mad rabbit got to? Reynardo wondered who was leaving chests of sword crafting supplies around. He wanted to thank him.
Yeah. Ooh, chest.
These were really nice chests. You should take one home, he thought.
Yeah. It's good craftsmanship. Ooh. Oh, just another altar. Don't have enough experience.
Come over here.
Ow! You have died. Okay, so whenever I see someone move to attack, I just...
Good to practice your moves, thought Reynardo. Keeps you limber.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever I see someone move to attack, I put my thumbstick towards them and go that direction. So I can parry and riposte. Requires dash. Everything requires dash.
It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot. Like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
Yeah. True sword fu. Ultimate sword fu.
Now I felt a little better.
Wrong sword. I like that. Countering causes damage. I like that.
Dirty and bloody, Reynardo finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Reynardo recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, see, this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows. And that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who also happened to be a deadly sorcerer and, oh, his only daughter. That would be worth it. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
I have lost God must hold great power. Reynardo and Lapino are back together. Reynardo still needed a game changer to save the rebellion. Maybe Lapino is right. Maybe they could kidnap the Emperor's only daughter, the great General Zenobia. Extracting intel of her would turn the tide in the Civil War. Yeah.
Zenobia wasn't just the Emperor's daughter, of course. She'd been Reynardo's best friend in Swordfu school.
Oh.
And you're still mad for her. The rabbit reminded him. They'd been close. She'd told him things no one else knew. But she'd never told him who she really was.
Oh.
She knows all the Emperor's plans, chuckled the master spy. She won't give them up easily. She'll tell the interrogators, all right, said Lapino. Taking her would change the game, all right. The city was already under Zenobia's control. I had to admire her efficiency. Reynardo shivered at the thought of Zenobia at the mercy of the interrogators. Could he really turn her over to them? But this was war. It wasn't meant to be pretty.
Yeah. Still. Plenty of war. I should be able to build a void sword. Once I have the ability to. Oh, you guys are down.
Kill the rebel! Caught one, Raven. Eat the rebel! Caught another.
Nice. Long sword.
Who are you looking at? All right. No one.
Yeah. Nice. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh. There's a hair down there.
So, what's this plan of yours? Use me as bait, said Lapino.
Oh.
And he outlined a slightly complicated plan that involved geese, a net, setting the Farfarer a little bit on fire, Lapino dressing as an old blind toad, and Reynardo hiding inside a monstrous watermelon. What could possibly go wrong? Thought Reynardo.
Sure, let's go for the geese, net, fire, toad, watermelon plan.
Oh, this is gonna be fun, said Lapino as he ran to go set up his marvelous plan. If I craft a sword now, it's gonna be really short.
Okay. This gem socketing menu here. You can equip powerful gems that will augment both your offensive and defensive capability. Gauntlet has 3 sockets which you can put gems. Select one of the sockets to see your gem. Each gem has 3 levels, and its effect increases with each level. Picking up a gem you already have will automatically upgrade the gem's level. You can find gems in chests scattered throughout Boreas, if you're lucky enough. Yeah, I don't think I have any skill points yet. Nice.
Reynardo felt dubious about the whole plan. With every step, he was waiting for it all to go horribly wrong. But against all odds, Peppino's idiotic plan worked.
Wow.
Zenobia's ravens ran off after the geese, the net dropped, and Reynardo jumped out of the watermelon and put his sword to Zenobia's throat. Reynardo, she said, are those new scars? They look good on you. You never returned my velvet jacket. It was my favorite. You look stupid in velvet. Oh, what does an imperial princess know about style? Oh, get a room, you two, said Latino. But the fleet was coming on fast, so they put Zenobia on the Farfarer and took her east, over the Nexus. She'd vanished from Swordfu School, from his life, without even saying goodbye, without ever telling him she was the Emperor's adopted daughter. Lapina was right, Reynardo thought reluctantly. She knows things. She recognized his look. You're taking me to the interrogators, aren't you? She said, wide-eyed. And then she jumped, with horror. Reynardo saw Zenobia plummeting. Then he saw the Nexus below them. Cats always land on their feet. Ah, she'll head for the Imperial outpost, yelled Lapino. You have to catch her.
All right. Imperial outpost. Well,
Cats
it
can
must
run
be gone.
faster, but foxes can run longer. If he ran, he could head her off before she reached her minions at the outpost. Well, he did love a good chase.
Chase after Zenobia.
This thing really needed a roof.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what I could make with all these sword crafting materials, thought Reynardo.
Probably a sword. Okay, that's a one-way.
Who needed bridges anyway?
Yeah. That just sent me right back. Fine with me. Uh-oh. Void the Warlock's fire spell. It will damage everyone in the area once it explodes. Ow. Imperfect, but why do I always find health when I'm at full health and when I'm not? Okie dokie.
He was closing on her. He could smell her fear. He tried not to think about the interrogators at the secret base. What they'd do to her. Maybe it didn't have to end that way. Maybe he could talk to her. But
Yeah.
after all, there were worse things the Imperials had done to friends of his.
True. But we don't necessarily have to.
The rebellion was. The secret Zenobia held could level the playing field. Codes, passwords. She could wreak havoc with just a few whispers to a far speaker.
We don't have to stoop to the Imperial level.
A crafting bench. Reynardo wondered what he could make with it.
Okay, we can upgrade that. We need water essence. Ooh.
His trusty old sword was always a little better when he sharpened it.
That's the moon for melancholic bad guys. Hold right trigger to activate magic swords. Sword consumes energy while traveling. And use that to switch swords. Sword is at maximum level. Perfect, but one.
Reynardo reached the outpost. The Imperials there were no match for him.
No.
Soon after, Zenobia limped up the path. When she realized he was already in front of her, she didn't even try to run. Oh, you left without saying goodbye. Again. He said, please. You're enjoying this a little too much. She said, shaken. Oh, spare us the chit-chat, would you? Said Lapino as he shackled her hands so she couldn't throw spells. She knows all his plans. All the way back to the Farfarer, Lapino nagged Reynardo about how the interrogators would pry all the intel out of Zenobia. I thought would turn the tides in the imminent battle. All they had to do was take her to the rebel secret base. Reynardo didn't like to think about what the interrogators would do to her. Couldn't he just talk to her?
Too cruel. Skip the rebel base. Once again, Zenobia was Reynardo's prisoner. Next stop would be the rebel base. But things the interrogator would do to her, Reynardo would skip the base, find a way to interrogate Zenobia himself. Things the interrogators would do to her. That made Reynardo shut up. Necessary to win the war. Yes, he would take Zenobia to the secret rebel base. We'll try ourselves.
As they pulled away from the Nexus, Reynardo could see the fear in Zenobia's eyes. I can't take her to those creatures at the base, he whispered to Lapino. Ah, you've gone soft. Soft in the head. We captured her for what she knows. I'll take her to the mountains. Tell all the horrible things the Emperor's done. Yeah, believe me, she'll turn. And he turned the wheel. The hell you will, shouted Lapino, and he grabbed the wheel back from him. The two of them wrestled for control of the ship. It shot off like a mad sparrow. Suddenly, Reynardo was falling.
Yep.
When he came to, Zenobia was standing over him. Why didn't you take me to the base to be interrogated? She demanded. Do you know what's left of people they interrogate? This is some trick, isn't it? To make me fall for you again. Well, I won't. Oh, go on then. Scurry back to your ravens. I can't stop you. But strangely, she didn't. As Reynardo set off to find the Farfarer, she followed him, keeping just out of sight of the ravens.
Okay, she has a tail. Find the Farfarer.
Once you try it, you're hooked.
Yeah. Yay, oh, wait, that's energy. I need health. Energy can make health. Quick, explain how.
Reynardo wondered what would happen if he jumped. Would he be rescued by an emergency platform?
Acceptable.
Hero wall, hero sword, ice wall, ice cube.
Looks like I need different swords. Nice. And level up.
As Reynardo stopped to sniff the wind, Zenobia came up, still mad.
Hi.
Did you really think you'd just talk me into betraying my father? Oh yeah, sure, that was exactly my plan. Then why aren't you even talking to me? Because I've never talked you into anything in my life.
True.
They're gonna court-martial you for letting me go. He caught a whiff of the Farfarer. Wet rope, tar, and a cask of Scobel ale he'd spilt last year. It was that way.
We're going high up. Very high up.
Reynardo wondered if he should have taken Zenobia to the rebel base for real. Maybe she wasn't playing him after all. After the bleak talk about the Emperor's dark secrets, he was regretting his suspicions.
Okay, just need one more fire cube, and I'll have a whole new sword.
It wasn't his fault. They looked so breakable.
There you do. My ship.
Sure enough, the Farfarer had crashed in some rocks. There was no sign of Lapino. Zenobia caught up. All that kid stuff in Swordfu school. Look, look, that's the past. We're adults now. We have duties to other people. We have destinies. What are you talking about? And you are the most arrogant, slow-witted, light-fingered, mercenary, immoral, reckless. Run away with me, said Reynardo, and he realized he meant it. Oh, just like that, she demanded. I will, if you will.
Aww.
So she kissed him. And it was the best kiss he'd ever had. They held hands as they boarded the Farfarer. Reynardo felt light-hearted, like the winds that were playing the rigging like a balalaika. But Lapino, I need to get back to Lapino, he said, suddenly realizing he could have been captured. A prisoner. He's not.
Oh.
How did you know? He saw something in her eyes he didn't understand. He fell.
He's with the Empire.
Into the abyss. She looked away, wouldn't answer. But then a bolt smashed through the Farfarer's keel. The broken ship plummeted out of the clouds.
Again?
Reynardo picked himself off the deck. They were alive. We have to get to my private ship, she said. Do you trust me? I guess I must, he said. You go on ahead. Clear the path, she said. I can't kill my own soldiers. He wanted to say that he didn't trust her, that he had no idea what he was getting into. But he had no choice, did he? He was following his heart. That's what it means to be a hero. You had to follow your heart.
Absolutely. But that will be for another time. When we come back, folks, more stories. The Paths of Destiny. Have a good one, folks.